let me ask you this, Matthew. Are you afraid of bears? Because if you're not, you should be.
No,
You're not afraid of
I'm not
bears.
afraid of, because
I'm talking grizzlies. I'm talking grizzlies.
I know, but here's the thing, Andy, is when am I going to run into a grizzly bear?
I don't know. That's why it's terrifying to me because one could pop up around any corner. That's why they're so scary.
But that's not how it works. I mean, if I was going back to Alaska to like do some wilderness retreat, maybe they would be a bit more of a concern to me. But at
Mm.
this point in my life, no, I'm not afraid of bears. They don't really cross my mind that often. Because
You have got to sort out your priorities then because you should be way more afraid of bears than you are. I am always thinking about bears. Because bears also, Matthew, bears are if a bear, I know that yeah, they live in the woods and stuff and in Alaska, and that's where you'd be worried about seeing them. But let me tell you this, dude. If a bear decides to like come up to your front door, if it wants to get into your house, you can't stop them.
why would a what Andy? There's no bears around here. There's black bears, like maybe in the Ellicottville area, but black bears aren't going to mess with you. I think they're damn near vegetarians. I don't. They're not. They do eat meat, but like they don't. Like they'll eat stuff if you leave it out, but and then maybe like try to eat a dog. But I don't think they're going to try to eat me.
I mean, probably
I'm
not.
not
They
really
do
worried about
say,
black bears.
yeah, black bears, sure. I mean, those are the ones you're supposed to be able to like spook away or
And that's the
whatever.
only
But
time I'm ever gonna really have a run in with if I have a run in with a bear because Andy, grizzly bears they live in like Alaska,
yeah,
and
but
that's
you
it.
don't. You never
Well, actually,
know,
that's a good
Matthew. You don't
question.
know
Where
where
do grizzly
life's gonna
bears live?
take you. You don't know where
Are there
life's gonna
grizzly
take you.
bears?
What if you become best buddies with Joe Rogan and he says, "Hey, I want to take you out on a hunting excursion." And you're like, "Well, it's Joe Rogan. I'm not going to say no to that." And then you go out and you see a goddamn grizzly bear, Matthew. You need to be start mentally preparing for these things 24/7.
Andy, again, I'm gonna say this again. If that happens, then I'll be a little bit more concerned about what happens if I run into a grizzly bear. But right now, I have no plans. All right, here we go. Grizzly bears today are found in Alaska, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Washington, possibly southern Colorado, as well as in western Canada. Historically, they range from Alaska to Mexico, but and by the Mississippi River, but their numbers were vastly reduced by Western expansion. So, if people
Well,
during Western expansion could take care of grizzly bears, I think I can take care of grizzly bears.
I don't know, dude. Those guys, those covered wagon boys were pretty tough. And they probably lost a lot of them
Yeah,
trying to
oh,
clear out
I'm
those
sure they did.
grizzlies.
But just from a pure technology standpoint, like, my God, I could confuse the shit out of a grizzly bear. Whatever grizzly bears are scared
What are
of,
you talking about? You're gonna like do the fucking like? Hold on, how do you do that?
no, people
Like
aren't doing
this?
this enough. This is what I would
You're
do.
gonna do
Like, let's
this to the
say grizzly
grizzly
bears.
bear, and it's gonna freak out.
I, I don't, I, yeah. Pretend to
Oh,
take my
sorry,
thumb off.
Baloo. Put his brain in a pretzel.
No, I would do like let's say grizzly bears are scared of moose.
No, they're not.
I just play it. I just play a moose sound, dude. I don't know.
Grizzly bears aren't
I
scared
saw
of
this video the
anything,
other day.
Matthew. They're apex
Yeah.
predators. They're true apex predators. They're literally unstoppable. They're not afraid of
What are
moose,
grizzly
Matthew.
bears scared of?
They're
Depression. Not being
the
depressed like the Great
the
Depression.
fleeting reality of existence.
Oh, dude, grizzly bears are wary, maybe wary of humans, and usually try to avoid direct encounters with them. So grizzly bear doesn't even want to fuck with me.
It will. It does. They're just saying that to make you feel better. But I'm telling you, when you get out there and you're face to face with this thing, it's taking
Well,
you down, man. It can smell you.
I think like black bears, you're supposed to go like rock. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Like,
No, dude. Black bears, you're supposed to get big. Grizzly bears, you're supposed to just fucking not move.
yeah, but I think if you go rock to a grizzly bear, it's still gonna destroy you. I don't think it
I
cares.
mean, it might pass you. It might pass you by. Maybe it'll just take a nibble instead of fully thrashing you around Revenant style. You know
Dude,
what I
that's
mean?
what they do. They go hand on your chest and they rip out your insides while you're still alive.
Oh,
Did
I
you know
know.
that?
Yeah, I did know
Yeah.
that, Matthew. I'm afraid of bears. So, yes, of course I knew that. Now, let me tell you about this bear, though. See if it changed your mind. There's a bear. Let's see. found in Canada, which is not too far away. So this bear potentially could travel our way if he gets word of this. But here's the thing. So this bear is 600 pounds rather, which I feel like is maybe average or small for a bear. But apparently it survived being hit by a train and has fathered 70% of the bear cubs in the region that it lives in, which is
Hell yeah, brother.
incredibly impressive. They have a nickname for this bear. They call it the Boss.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. Maybe Nick Cannon is just a grizzly bear with a very clever disguise.
They call him the boss. What's he
Yeah,
the
they call
boss
him
of?
the Boss. The Boss, a fucking bear pussy, man. What do you think? 70% of the kids in the area? Come on. You know the answer to that question.